Now we gotta address the elephant in the room. Like Geechee went crazy. You know, the whole, can we even talk about the whole Easy to Papoose now that he don't talk as much as they talked on the stage?
Oh, Geechee?
Yes.
His start was the blogs for the past few months.
The blog, okay.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay. But he was, I don't know if you, how comfortable or uncomfortable you were with him standing there just saying all of this to you.
Listen, it's battle rap. I knew when I got in here, like I done been to 1,000 battles, seen the battle turn, say something to bleed, say something to snag, like so I'm used to it. It's like to be expected. It's not the first time somebody snagged my name but
right.
The affair with the easy-to-block captain was the final straw for Papoose, and even though it took a moment, Papoose rose from the despair and loved ones recalled how Remy Ma was still out there on Instagram, defending herself for cheating on Papoose while everyone and their mama was dragging her for leaving her loyal husband. Since then, he has moved on to a different woman with whom he appears to be much happier. Rumor has it that Remy Ma has been subtly stalking Papoose's new partner using fictitious Instagram accounts and threatening to leave him alone. Well, he's tired of the bullshit and is attempting to remain silent for the sake of. As devoted as Pap was to her, he wasn't interested in that life. Perhaps Remy Ma believed that her marriage with Papoose would be the chaos that Kurt Frost and Rashida live in, where she would be free to go out and do whatever she wanted and return home to a faithful man. However, Remy Ma keeps prodding that bear.
Cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
I said she never cheated on nobody, that nobody would be Papoose.
Cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Who nobody has seen her with in like a year and a half. So people don't believe her. Something happened. But Papoose, as we all know, is a real man, so he wouldn't be the type to come out and be like, yes, you did, unlike EEG. But she sounded defensive, which is never a good way to sound. So either the comments really got to her, or it's true.
Interview 217/258. And it's very unfortunate that she didn't recognize how much she had taken their relationship for granted until he was more than willing to end it. Rumor has it that Pap is thrilled right now because he never imagined himself with anyone but Remy. It appears that the TU version of Pap is no longer doing it for her, and the tiny battle rapper with whom she was teasing negative news doesn't seem to have the time or energy to keep her down the way Pap did. Life is looking really nice for him, but your girl Remy isn't handling it well.
The conversation that she spoke about when I said, I'll marry you, it was like a bad time because she was basically on trial. And that particular day, she was very upset. And she was saying things like, you know, nobody's going to be there for me, nobody's going to support me, I'm going to lose the case. And I was trying to assure her, like, yo, you're going to win the case, you're not going to blow trial. I didn't think she was going to lose the case because the stories were so inconsistent and the case to me was both the case. And she just kept shooting me down. So I was like, I'll marry you. And she flipped on me. And honestly, I don't think it was the reason for her flipping on me was what she said. The reason why I think she flipped on me was because I took it like, and I felt like she's been lied to in the past, and men have such a bad reputation for not keeping their word, for not being loyal, for not being there for no one when they're going through hard times, and just not being faithful or loyal to their lady. And I felt like she looked at it like, you're foolish, like you're not gonna marry me, you're not gonna be there for me. And that's why she lashed out. That was the only rational reason I could think in my head, like, why did I just get flipped on? Damn near proposing, you know what I mean?
Since her son is facing first-degree murder charges and faces a high likelihood of going to jail, sources claim that Remy is beginning to miss the loyalty and support Papoose provided her. With her son going to court to fight for his freedom, it appears that she is alone. She had assumed that she would be all right with Pap gone, but in addition to the fact that she began stalking Pap's new girlfriend by messaging her using fictitious accounts and talking about how she enjoys fighting and boxing because Pap's new girlfriend just so happens to be a boxer, she is also upset about seeing him love another woman the way he loved her.
I really be feeling like every now and then somebody needs to keep the... Because you talking about? Not Terrence talking about they still beefing. Yes, they ain't fight yet. They gotta fight. Like people like, oh, fighting is beneath me. Da 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 da. Like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? It cancels a lot of problems. I don't care. I don't care. If you know you little, don't with people. That's bigger than you. Like, what you talking about? I don't have no sympathy for you. Oh, well, you knew you was little and you knew she was big when you was talking shit. That's what just happened.
The only reason, or at least part of the reason, it hasn't progressed past that is because Papoose is maintaining harmony. He and Remy do have a young daughter together, and the last thing he wants is for Remy Ma to support that woman in the corner and get her to respond to what she's been saying about her. For her to grow up witnessing her parents quarreling in front of the world, but Remy Ma continues to act irrationally. How can you cheat on the man who supported you during your time in prison with a shoddy imitation of him, take no responsibility, and still expect him to support you? CH makes sense, and Papoose is. Making the line finally, people are growing impatient with him because he wants to safeguard this new friendship. A quotation from Remy Ma, she left Papoose for another man, and she's upset that Papoose moved on successfully. Remy Ma takes a lot of courage to even believe that Papoose would be foolish enough to not go on with his life without her. In proof, end quote, Remy is an egotistical, trashy, classless man. I'm delighted for him, and I hope his new love treats him well, but I'm curious what you all think about this mess. Will Remy ever realize that Papa was never coming back? She also feels that he never earned Pap's closing quote. Or will she persist in her mischievous behavior and attempt to gain favor with Pap's new girlfriend? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Farewell.